What's up, guys? We're back in another video of the A-List podcast. Today, I have the face cam running, a whole background, everything, backdrop, and today's episode will be with a not so special guest. Please introduce my friend, Ryan.
Hey guys, my name is Ryan. I PC the Grizzlies. I like Jaren.
Yeah, that's his story. So, first topic: does he like candy corn? We need to know.
I watched the first episode with the guy Chaos, I think his name was, and it got me thinking. Right, originally I said I don't like candy corn, and after seeing that one, I think I really don't like candy corn. I think what has driven candy corn in my mind is just it's just hype. It's just all sugar. I never really liked it, but I've heard that there's someone in this call who does like it.
Okay, so now that you watched the first episode, you dislike it even more.
Yes, because now I realize that it's hype-driven candy and not for me.
Okay, but what would make you think like this? Like, why would this first episode be the reason you don't like candy corn?
What do you mean? Why would I like it
Why
for
do you
the first
hate
one?
even more? Why do you hate even more? I need to know
Because
this.
now we're pushing it into the national spotlight. I mean, think about Halloween, right? If I go buy a pack of Halloween stickers, one of them's gonna be pumpkin, one's gonna be a witch, one's gonna be candy corn. They're trying to push it on us. I don't think we like candy corn. I think they try to tell us to like candy corn.
Okay, well, here's where you're wrong. So, candy corn is a very small thing in candy. Like, when you talk about candy, what are you mentioning? You're not mentioning candy corn. You're mentioning Kit Kats. You're mentioning Hershey chocolate bars. You're mentioning Snickers.
Mm-hmm.
You will never mention candy corn. It is one of the most underrated things ever. Let me try
Underrated.
yes, let me try to bring an analogy into this. Candy corn is like the Michael Porter Jr. of the 1819 class. He's good, but no one realizes him until he actually has a good game. You know what I mean? He goes up for 40. I'm not a Nuggets fan. I don't even watch any of the Western Conference, but yeah, I know that guy now. Cool. He's like Michael Porter Jr. Or even
I wouldn't say
Devontae
it's Michael
Graham.
Porter Jr.
He's Devontae Graham. That's an even better one.
No, he's not Devontae. If you're trying to say underrated, maybe. I mean, not in my opinion, but of course everyone has their own opinion. But what I see it more so as, I remember being in school and they're always just trying to get some candy corn. We're gonna eat this. And I'm like, wait, how come we're just saying candy corn? Think about most candies. Not everyone likes. Most people don't like in unison a certain candy. Everyone kind of picks and chooses. But the one candy that gets universally pushed on everyone, kind of just like candy corn. It's just there. It gets pushed on Halloween. But as we were saying in one of our Discord calls, the only person I actually know that likes candy corn is you.
Well,
That's no offense to anyone who likes it, but I've actually never met anyone that likes it beforehand.
I can recall to just about 10 minutes ago when we were in general chat, and someone named by the name of Haley8030 said she likes candy corn. Now, what is your take on that? No, you can go back. The receipts are there. So
I don't recall that.
If you want to look, it's there. But
hey, look, I have no problem with anyone who likes candy corn, right? You can like whatever you want. It's a candy. But for me personally, I'm not a fan of it. But it's just interesting how it's so driven by I don't know, it's just like a tradition. But why is it tradition? Why does it warrant such a following? Not necessarily loving, but a following.
That's true. It's just you won't eat it unless it's Halloween. And the other day I ate it and I was like, this was right before this whole candy corn thing went on. I ate it and I was mesmerized. I was like, I haven't had this in so long and I actually like it. Okay, to be honest, after 20, I was like, I started gagging, but
so you think it's great then?
No, it's good, but if you have 20, if you have 20 anything though, it's bad. So
actually, no, I've had 20. My favorite candy, and I could go for a 21st.
What's your favorite candy?
I don't have a certain favorite. I like a lot of just a lot of sweet stuff. You know when they always do those you look at Sour Patch and you look at Jolly Ranchers. You know how they'll sometimes do special Jolly Rancher gummies, things like that. I like those ones. I like a lot of the fruit flavory ones.
So does that mean you like Swedish Fish?
Yeah, I like Swedish Fish. It's good candy. But kind of like candy corn, it gets kind of chewy. I don't think I like the chewy candy. That used to be one of my more favorite candies, Swedish Fish, but I don't like how it gets stuck in your teeth.
That's true. Candy corn does get stuck in your teeth, but I think most caramel things get stuck in your teeth, and that's why they're caramel things because they get stuck in your teeth.
I think I need to try it again, maybe, because
dude, when's the last time you had it? Like,
Not recently, but just to, like, if I have such a strong opinion on it, and once again, I have no problem with people who like candy corn at
yeah,
all. Just like, everyone likes different things. I just think it's like, I personally remember trying it once, not liking it, but then every single Halloween, like, decorations, candy corn, teachers always asking who's gonna enjoy some candy corn, and then none of us raised our hands. I was like, and they got me thinking. I'm like, hey, wait a minute, something's up here. No one really likes no like. You're not gonna buy candy corn throughout the year. If it was such a good candy, you would have it other times. Kind of like pumpkin spice, right? You get this hype train, but if you really wanted it throughout the year, you could get it. You could,
that's
but
true.
do they like it enough that they're gonna have it? It's a seasonal hype, I think, that drives it.
I agree. I think you'll have like all these other candies like any time of the year, but candy corn's that special thing, man. It happens once. It's like it's what makes the holiday the holiday. It's what makes Halloween Halloween. It's that one thing that comes by at this like that one time of the year. Because like you can wear costumes like any time of the year if you wanted to. You
Yeah.
can't have candy corn any time of the year you want to unless you buy on like eBay for resale.
On eBay.
Because
I'm using my eBay bucks on that.
you just, you just buy candy corn. Okay, I don't think anyone would realistically do that. But anyway,
Except for you, maybe. I mean, is that where you got the idea from?
okay, look, I like candy corn. I don't like it to the extent where I'll like buy it on eBay unless it's like less than retail. Someone's just like,
Yeah. What I'll say about the candy corn, right? I just kind of thought about this now. Is like stuff has their every season or holiday, I'd say, has their candy. Their like kind of snack, like candy canes in December when it's like Christmas time.
yeah.
I don't really love candy canes. I'll eat one, and
How do you not
I guess
love
same.
candy canes?
No, no, I think they're solid. I mean, I like. I don't know. Once again, I like the more sweet stuff. So maybe I'm not like the fruity ones.
Oh, okay.
So maybe I'm not the person to ask about. Do you love candy canes like those like those chocolate bunnies?
What are those
Like I'll
things
eat one,
called? The fruit
but I don't love them.
pies? What are those? What are the name of the things?
Oh, I don't know.
It's a Christmas thing. They're awful. It's like having meatloaf or like casserole. Things that like you hear on like TV
Mm.
shows and being things that everyone hates, but like they do come around at some point. Like something like fruit pie or fruit loaf or fruit
Fruit
something.
pie. I can't say I've had. Oh, I had obviously pie with fruit. I never had fruit loaf. That would be something I've not had before.
Yeah. I I don't think Fruit Loops are a thing, but anyway, next topic. That was a good 7-minute discussion of candy corn.
That was invigorating.
Oh, it's always a good discussion. I mean, candy corn's just like one of those things. It's one of those random topics, but it's just not random because you know the answer. Like you know what to say. But anyway, next
It's
thing.
very easy to you know your stance. Also.
Oh, it's easy to talk about. Yeah, you have opinion on it immediately. Bang, bang. If you don't like it, you don't like it. If you like it, you like it. If you know what to say about it, because you like it, that's me. I'm
Maybe it's more so because we talk about it a lot.
That's true. We do mention it after that.
We
first
do mention it
episode.
often. Ever since that monster episode, the
Yep.
pilot episode that blew up.
105 videos. Just like that. So good. But anyway,
You've been renewed for another 20 seasons.
I know, just from that one episode, everyone's like,
Just from that
okay,
one.
we have
Congrats,
to invest
man.
in this. We have to just go right on this.
It's a pleasure to get the feature.
Yep, and you got the candy corn topic, of course. Like, I have to give that to you. I have to give it to everyone now. It's an iconic
Everyone gets
thing.
a candy corn topic.
Yep.
Let's get 50 people saying no.
It's the staple of the channel now. I have to do it.
One day someone's gonna say yes, and then it's not really a topic all of a sudden. Then
No,
it's just
Will,
like it's
I'll
like
be like bowing down to them because of how much they like it and how much.
yeah,
they
but see, right
appreciate
now
it.
we just have like a mini debate because I think no, you think yes. If
Yeah.
someone thinks if I walk up to someone and do you like candy corn, we both just say no. It kind of just concludes it for me, right? Or if I
Yeah.
say, hey, do you like this? And I think yes, and they say yes, I'm like, cool. Like high five, we both like it.
Yeah. But anyway, to the next topic, because you can milk that, man. You can just get it right out. But anyway, to the next topic. What do you think? What are your expectations for the Grizzlies this upcoming season?
Well, the Grizzlies. Let's see. Well, it's gonna be it's a good thing we have Kleiman, right? Because he's realistic, and I like someone who's realistic. So obviously we had a off season of getting rid of Jonas, unfortunately, and I've had my ups and downs with Jonas, but at the end of the day, he's a good player.
You don't really like him.
It's kind of what we got for Jonas
Oh, yeah.
is not something I love.
Yeah.
In the grand scheme, I'm happy with the total move, but it kind of sucks to see him go. And Steven Adams, will see how he does. But overall, we went youth. I think my mindset, especially, and that's something that I'm glad to see we did, is if you're either a contender, you're a pretender. If you're a pretender, stop pretending. Just lose, right? So the Grizzlies, we have to be realistic. We make the playoffs, and that's valuable experience. We have playoff experience for our players, but it's better for our players, I'd say, to kind of just play, get some young guys in there, see what works, see what doesn't. We know Ja's good. We know Jaren's good. We know uh, Dylan's good. What's Desmond Bain, right? What's we got Jarrett Culver. What's he gonna do? Zaire is now with us, so I think we're kind of taking a step back and putting it on hold because I think we were speeding up our rebuild too fast. So this season, I think that we're gonna struggle. We're gonna do probably worse than last year. Or maybe I'm surprised and we do better, but I think we're going to see what our young guys are capable of doing, who's our long-term pieces, and see we have some draft capital, so maybe we can make a little bit of a move up again. We've been aggressive traders, so I'm excited. I want to see some games, and I like seeing these young guys progress.
Yeah, Steven Adams is a fan favorite. You must love to have him on the team. But who was your draft pick? I actually don't recall because I was like in camp during the draft, so I didn't really get.
Oh yeah, in camp, I don't want to play with you.
Okay, that's enough. Answer the damn question.
And wait, first of all, just to give clarification on that, he was away for a while, so unable to play in Discord with us. But that's where that joke came from. But we traded up from 17 to 10, and we took Zaire, and that was
his last name.
Zaire Williams.
I was really about to say Williams, but I thought.
Does it ring a bell, or it does ring a bell?
Dude, most of these guys' names are so similar. I'm thinking of Zaire Smith. I'm thinking of Sharif Cooper. Sharif is not very similar to Zaire, but I thought. I don't know. All these names.
Wait, yeah, with Sharif Cooper.
No. There's two Jalen's.
I thought of LeBron James.
There's like actually 3 Jalen's or something like that. There's 3 Jalen's. There's
Well, there's like 50 Jalen's now.
Oh yeah, and I'm like confused with everything. So I thought Jalen Johnson was the second overall pick, but he wasn't.
He was not. Yes,
Yeah.
he definitely
Jalen
wasn't.
Green.
But we traded up from 17 to 10 to get him. So this is like a little bit of a splash, a little bit of a splurge, a little bit of a plunge. I don't know. We're gonna see what happens. I really hope he's the guy. If he's the guy, I think we have our pieces.
Yeah, the Knicks weren't so lucky. This is like the first season in how many? I don't know how many seasons, but that we didn't get like a top 10 draft pick. I think we got. Who did we get? No, sorry, I know who we got. We got Quentin Grimes and Miles McBride, but I don't know what pick. It was like mid to late first round, I think, but somewhere around there.
With your Knicks, the problem with the Knicks, I guess, minus like RJ Barrett, like you had Obi Toppin, right? And I think who'd you pick years before that?
Oh, sorry.
I just remember a bunch of good but not great picks.
Yeah.
Like Kristaps worked out, but like you never gotten that one. I remember the Knicks, like all the Knicks stuff, and like now I'm in Jersey, so I knew tons of Knicks fans, and all the kind of letdown of not getting the number 1 pick. You haven't gotten like that pick, right? The Pelicans got that pick. The Grizzlies got 2.
Pelicans is really good, though. I will admit, they needed it more than us. The Pelicans. They were in a very.
I think the Grizzlies should have gotten it.
Nah, the Grizzlies were doing fine before they got.
Actually, you know what? The Pelicans did not need it. If we're keeping it real, they traded Anthony Davis. They would have had Lonzo, Brandon Ingram, other pieces.
I still think it's a good team. Like Lonzo's
because they would have had DeAndre Hunter too, right? Because I think they had the 4th. Well, whoever was with the 4th pick, if they made that pick for themselves, because they had the Lakers. The Lakers traded that pick, which was their pick, to the Pelicans, and they still would have their 1st round pick.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. You guys needed Ja. Who was your point guard before that?
Before Ja, we had Mike Conley, and then
no. Wait, that was the same season? No way. I think you guys had some like really...
No, there was a gap in between. I don't think it was. I'm not 100% sure. It can't ring a bell. Yeah. But I mean, it wasn't noteworthy enough to really think, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, because Ja's a superstar now. Like he's really good. But I'm gonna say this out of full honesty. His haircut keeps getting worse every single year.
And Miss Packman says the same thing.
Yep. Like last year, I thought it was fine. Like what was it? What is this thing called? Where he has that thing on the top and like the side coming out. I don't know what that's called. It was like
I don't know
ponytail. I don't know.
His hair, I don't know. But
this year it was I don't know, man. What is this?
I care about his game. I care about his whatever helps his shooting.
Oh, that's true.
That's what's important.
The hair just getting in the way is his face will not help his shooting.
Yeah, if that's what he needs to do to get a great jump shot, then sign me up. I'll do it if it helps.
Yeah, that makes sense. But do you think these guys are getting to the playoffs anytime soon? I think so. I think the Grizzlies are gonna make the playoffs this year, even if they're the 8th seed, or they might even win.
I don't think so.
Really?
I don't think so. No.
Not even the slightest.
No, I don't think so.
They were doing pretty well like last year.
I mean, West teams. There's too many. It's like even I don't even think they're gonna make the play-in probably. I mean, maybe they just snipped it bottom half of it.
You're
But
telling me
I don't think
they're
so.
like 13 to 16th in the conference?
Uh,
Oh, sorry, 10
no,
to
not
16. 10
13.
to 16.
Yeah, no, I was like, wait a minute, that math doesn't add up.
Yeah.
Somewhere maybe in that 10 to like 13. I don't know. Yeah, somewhere around there. I mean, I don't think they're gonna make the play because I mean, look at the Western Conference teams. There's way too many good teams,
Yeah.
and what's well, I almost like I'm very happy where we're in because I'd rather be in our situation than be a team that is gonna not like we think we're gonna try to win, but we're not gonna win, right?
Yeah.
So
That's fair.
I would be frustrated if every single year I'm making it to like maybe the second round of the playoffs or first round of the playoffs. I'm getting
Oh, yeah.
bounced.
And
It's
getting
just like
slapped in
you're
the
in,
first
you're in
round.
limbo.
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna compete with the Lakers, say, or another great team, and every year you just get bounced out as your roster gets older. Also, eventually, okay, now we got to rebuild.
Yeah. You guys are I don't know what like to call your state. Like you're in, because you have like, I would say star. Like he's on the brink of a superstar. Like I think next season he's gonna be really good. He might even win an MVP sometime soon in the next
Ja?
5 years. I don't know. Yeah. And you have
He needs to
Jaren,
shoot.
who's he needs to shoot. If he doesn't develop a shot, he will not be like any better than he is right now. I don't think he's still the same. He'll stay the same, but he won't be excelling. You have Jaren, who's coming off. No. He was playing at the very end of the season, but he's now like fully healthy, right? Basically in full health, and he can actually prove to be like the player he was meant to be from the very start.
He was
And-
playing very well.
Oh yeah,
and then he got
good.
hurt.
Before
Very
he got
well.
hurt. Yeah, I remember seeing.
But it was a meniscus injury, and they were very conservative. And so people, I think, he got somehow he's got this label, he's injury prone. Like he tore his meniscus. They were just being a little like conservative with it, and like he's back. Hopefully, he stays healthy. Obviously, knock on wood. But I think he can take if he picks up where he left off, and like keep in mind he was like averaging 20, shooting 40% from three at one point.
Yeah,
and that's with rookie Ja. And Ja, I think I want to see an uptick in points, especially in percentage and shooting. Get Bane, get Dylan. Hopefully, he's more efficient. It's better shot selection. Not likely, but you'd hope. And if Zaire hits, then I think we're good to go. I mean, I like that team there.
Yeah, we don't want Jaren becoming a Bagley where he's just injury prone the entire time and doesn't actually get to play. I mean,
Bagley's had like 4 injuries.
Yeah, he's had like 4 injuries and he's had like a couple 40-point games, so he's definitely proving to be good. Except
Who, Bagley?
Yeah, he's had a couple.
Bagley dropped 40.
He's dropped 40 like twice. I'm pretty sure. I remember seeing like I was like, whoa, that was like out of nowhere because like he was supposed to be really good, but then
I know. Jaren dropped 40.
Jaren dropped 40 in a game. I remember that too, but I remember Bagley dropping 40 like twice and then getting injured. It's like, oh my god, you cannot stay healthy for like the love of his life.
Yeah, real quick, looking at the Western Conference teams: Jazz, Suns, Nuggets, Mavs, Blazers, Lakers, Warriors. That's 7 teams already, and I didn't mention the Clippers. I don't think.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the teams would be Spurs, Pelicans, and Kings and Timberwolves.
Yeah.
And then I'm not including the Thunder and the Rockets there. But I mean, like, yeah. So I think in that, and 10 actually is bottom of the playoff, bottom of the play-in. So
but
maybe
you
10
can
to
make
12.
8 seed. You just named 7 teams, and the other ones are just all right, and maybe not even better than yours.
Yeah, but I mean, we lost. I mean, don't underestimate what Jonas was doing. He was giving us a lot of points, a lot of rebounds, and we don't really have a rebounder on our team now that he's gone because he definitely got like Jaren's the bad rebounder, unfortunately. And
who's your center now? Oh,
well, Steven Adams, who's like
I was gonna say Steven Adams, but
he's not exactly a monster rebounder. He can rebound, but he's not gonna like Jonas. I definitely take in terms of rebounding. So
yeah,
I mean, I think we can maybe make that bottom of the. I guess I changed my stance. I guess we can maybe make the bottom of the play-in, but I wouldn't mind being out of there and just seeing what we got. We have the Lakers pick, we have the Jazz pick, we have our own pick, we have Warriors 2024 pick. I mean, make a kind of a plunge to our GM. I'm sure he already knows. Obviously, he's already been doing it, but take the risk, see what happens.
If I can recall, Gorgie Dieng's your backup center?
No, he's gone. I think
he is.
Right?
For what? Wait,
I think
for
he
what?
is.
Yeah, he might be, but like, if
we
so,
moved
who do they have?
a while back.
Really?
Let's see. Here's our guys we have right now.
All right.
Let's see, we got Zaire.
Yeah.
Got actually, this is our full entire
roster.
Training camp roster here.
Yeah.
Melton, Kyle Anderson. Looking at centers, Xavier Tillman, he's not a center. John Morant, Steven Adams there. Jaren, I guess will probably play some center.
That's
Sam Merrill.
Yeah,
Brandon Clark, Tyus Jones, Bain, Culver, Brooks, McDermott, Dunn, Tilly, Contra. I mean, we have a bunch of other guys. Some like Aldama, a bunch of guys who we have on like training camp for now, but they'll probably not be on the full roster. But yeah, I mean, we don't really have other than Adams and Jaren. That's kind of it, actually. I mean, Aldama is 6'11", so I guess he could play. But I mean, they're like, I don't expect him to come in and just start killing it.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Okay,
But
that's
it's
fair.
okay. It's okay. You
Yeah,
know, we're not. We don't go into the season expecting to be winners. We're trying to figure it out still.
yeah,
So yeah.
that's fair. All right, so going to the next topic, we'll bring up the Discord. That was a lengthy basketball talk. I think that was fair. Some normal opinions, but yeah, we'll go into the Discord talk. So, about a
what
year
what's
and
Discord?
the Packman's Collectors Club. I'll put in the link in the description, guys,
I
for you
gotta
guys to
join that
join.
one.
Oh,
Is it free?
yeah, it's completely free to join. Big community there, about 12,000, 13,000 members. You know, but
Oh, interesting. What's it about? Is it cards?
yeah, it's about cards, basketball, no toxicity,
Really?
football, hockey, whatever you want to talk about, it's there. You got
Well,
people
looks
that
like I
are
should join.
yeah. There's even a basketball marketplace too, and a football
What?
marketplace.
No
All these
way.
things, all these things. This is just a plug.
I'm
Um,
in.
but anyway, about like a year and 3 weeks ago, a year and a month ago, the Discord was made. Went from went from 2 people for like the first hour to like 14,000 in a year and a half, or not half. What am I saying? But yeah. So we're just gonna go over like the early days of the Discord. Obviously, you're gonna be like, "Oh, geez, how am I gonna talk about this? I don't really know most of this, but it's okay." I'll fill you in. So I just recall, literally, like not even a month into watching it, I'm pretty sure, I was like, "Hey, you should make a Discord," because I was like into Discord and I had like a couple servers that I was like moderating and stuff like that, and I was like, "You should make a Discord," and you're like, "Yeah, I think that'd be a good idea." And you know Christopher Evans, the one that's always in your streams, or maybe not anymore, but he was in the streams a lot.
I think so. Yeah.
He was also like pushing for that. He was like, "Yeah, you should make a Discord," and I think like a week later, like after like 2 more break streams, one of which you
hmm
pulled like a Zion Williamson autograph redemption. I wonder if that guy ever got the redemption, but anyway,
Hope I think so. He signed a lot of his redemptions.
I hope
Hopefully.
so.
Who
This
knows? Who
year,
knows, right?
this is so long ago. He'd be sad if he didn't get it, but it was a nice card. It was a really amazing card. But anyway, I hope that I hope that he gets that. That's like I'm so serious about that because you don't know with redemptions nowadays, especially if it's Zion, But anyway,
The
yeah.
Zion was a miracle compared to Lamelo.
Oh my God, Lamelo's just he's annoying. He's like, I'm not signing any of these. I'm gonna
Because
write LB.
I'll bait you guys with two products, and I'll sign for Crown, and then I'm out of here.
Yeah, and then he
And
writes
then that's
LB2 at most, and he has to write down like 99 cards for National Treasures, 24 after that. It's like,
you know,
come on, man, you're not signing a full signature. Like, just sign the cards. Like,
it's yeah, the MB from Melo Ball, but
oh, it's
I
MB.
hope he
It's not
signs.
LB. I thought it was
No,
LB.
he calls himself Mello. He doesn't call himself Lamelo.
Oh, right, right,
He's
right, right,
always
right.
called himself Mello. That's
Yeah,
why people were like, "Oh, it's like it looks." And I understand it looks like it. Like I think Mikhail Bridges or something like that.
yeah.
Like why is it M? Like he called himself Mello. Look at his Instagram. He's always called himself Mello.
Oh,
Like watch
jeez.
like you watch Ball in the Family or something. He's always been Mello. So
Yeah. But anyway, after a week, you were like, I was like, "Yo, let's make it," and you're like, "Okay." And we started doing like all the emotes and stuff, started creating all the channels. It was very beta. Like you don't understand how far it's come. Like it was so beta. There was like 5 channels, and there was no bots. It was all like manual stuff. You put like, I think Miss Packman was admin at one point, and then it was a squad of me, you, Miss Packman, T Wolves. This was the very start. I'm talking about the very very start. Like not even like a
very
week
start.
in.
Yeah.
Like this, it was me, you, Pac-Man. Sorry, Miss Pac-Man, T Wolves, and I think that was it. That was legitimately it. And after a week, we branched into more moderators. A guy named Prison Mike, but anyway, another
Oh
guy
yeah.
named Tim Larson 420. Do you remember Tim Larson?
I think I do.
He was
Man,
all.
like this is the stuff that I'm this like rings a bell, and I'm like, holy, like I'm going back into like the
He was the
archives.
guy that was like crazy. He was like always high or something. Like he was always flamed for no reason. Like he was like, yo, I'm thinking about like pancakes and waffles right now in class, and I was like, and everyone in the chat's like, what are you saying? And he was like, yeah, I'm fried right now, bro. And I was like, it was so funny. I don't remember if like I made him mod or what happened, but he got mod. He lost like a week, but the early days, I remember I was in, I can't remember where I was in. I was in Pennsylvania, and I was just working on the Discord on this awful Wi-Fi, and it was just a bunch. We were like upgrading it over and over again. There was no suggestions recommendations channel. It was all very, like I said, beta, and eventually there started to be like more mods, more roles. Super collector,
Super
gone.
collector.
It
Oh,
just got turned off.
it
Doesn't
needs to
make
come
sense
back.
like that. I know it should. It was like a good role.
I
That was
like
the.
super collector.
I love super collector. It was like for the top 15 most like talk, most talk, most talkative.
Was it active? Most
Yeah,
active?
it was no, no. You know what it first was? It was people that like you knew, or like people that you could tell were active in YouTube streams and Discord.
Right.
Uh,
Oh yeah.
yeah, you remember John Wee? He's the one that you pulled the freaking Kobe, patch auto for,
No,
and
no, yeah, John. That's one of my close
yeah,
friends.
you know
He
him. I was
bought
gonna
it.
say
He
you
bought it
know.
off the guy who
Oh,
pulled
he
it.
did?
Yeah.
Oh my
I
god.
remember that vividly. You know, so I gave it to him. And it's just for people I know. I remember like all the like top active guys are, hey, how come he has it? And then it became like too much of a problem because like obviously it gets competitive,
Oh,
and
that's true.
so we ended up getting rid of it I think then. But just the role itself would I like the name at least because super collector is like it is a thing in the hobby.
Yeah, and just people with like Lamelo Ball RPAs just sitting there. They're like, oh, I'm a super collector.
No, yeah,
But
I mean, wasn't that everyone's always a bigger fish? Like everyone, like just enjoy what you have because
yep.
there's always right. So you're like, oh, I have a 1 Lamelo RPA. It's like, well, I have 9 Lamelo RPAs. I'm like, ha, I have 99. And then someone's like, I have 999. But going back to the Discord that you're talking about, I was just thinking about. I remember the early streams, and I remember seeing your name. It was I think I just added my like the emotes, whatever it was, like
Yep.
on Discord,
Yep.
or not Discord, on Streamlabs, and so I added the Yoshi one for when people subbed, and so I was like, oh,
Oh.
cool, you added that. And then
Yeah.
I was like, oh, by the way, and I think I'd seen you a few times before that, but I think this is when you really stood out. This is my first memory of like A-list or arenas in my mind.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, we're seeing that Meowth, and you donated $1, I think it was.
Yeah.
And then like Meowth came up, and that's I think that my first memory, and I was like, all right. So I think we started talking after that, and that's when we then went to make the Discord
Yeah.
and branched into this super duper podcast. Our
Mhm.
awesome,
Mhm.
very nice, no issues.
It's been uphill, downhill from there, but it all works out in the end, and who knows, may come back to it one day. But anyway, I don't know that with the whole thing where I don't know how you don't remember like you calling me like I remember in the very first time like I started to watch your streams, you would like say, all right, what do you guys want next? For, like the boxes, and I would just go Revolution immediately, like for every single one. I loved Revolution back then. I still do, but
Revolution's the best.
I know I loved it. 1920 Revolution was so good, and I would always whenever you were like what do we want next? I would always just say Revolution immediately. I don't know how my Wi-Fi was so good or anything like that. It wasn't even Wi-Fi. It was like wherever I was, I would just type immediately.
Maybe
Revolution.
because you're closer to me. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. I was in Jersey for the times that I did that. Like I was in Wildwood. You know Wildwood, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in Wildwood. I loved Wildwood.
Oh, so you were just it was rigged. Is that what you're telling me?
No. That's not.
No. All right, it was rigged.
Yeah, and you were
So that
like,
doesn't count.
ooh,
That. So we need to redo those streams, and we can't do Revolution first because it turns out that was
those
not
exact
legit.
streams, the same
Like,
boxes.
yeah, I'm just gonna recall it. Everyone send the cards back. Sorry guys, gotta trace them down
I'm like,
because
oh,
the A
I
list.
sold this one.
Like, well then get it back because we gotta redo it. We gotta do a real. Let's see, like a real top 3 now that I do. Because this way, someone with like lightning Wi-Fi can't just be like this one. That's why I do like top 3, first one I see, things like that.
Yeah.
And it's fun to do, but like we definitely built. There's like a bunch of guys who like I recognize so well. Like we built this community of guys in the break streams on Discord. Like a lot of people who are in both, and we have like a group of guys that we recognize so well. We game with them all the time.
Yeah.
Talk in the chat, like names I see, and I immediately recognize. Oh, like that's this person.
Yeah. No, it's like crazy because I remember back in the day we used to like it was me, Andrew, who I didn't like at the time at all. Me, Andrew, T-Wolves, and just whenever a new person would join, they would just bully the absolute living shit out of them. Like you'd be like, "Why are you in here? Like, what are you doing? Would you collect?" And Gabe was like
You
the only...
collect.
Gabe was like the only reasonable person in the Discord, and I kept trying to give him mod, and he was like, "No, I don't need mod." And I don't know, Gabe was like one of the first people that was ever in there. He always talked. He was so active, and it was just that group of 10 people that just like actively talk. Like now it's like only like 40. Realistically, out of the 14,000 members, only 40 people that actually like talk. But
Yeah, I recognize all the names. Oh yeah, I know this person.
yep. And sometimes there'll just be one person that goes, "Hey guys, what sleeves do you guys use for thick cards? And just those random people that just don't know what's going on, they just ask. Like, have I ever said that like, the Discord channels are like regions. Like gaming is its own region, general is its own region, where it's like a chaotic
Yeah,
warehouse. Baseball cards, sorry, basketball cards, its own region.
gaming.
Gaming, like
I'm most active in gaming
yeah, I
because
am
I
too.
always want to game.
Gaming is legitimately the best channel, and I'm the one that in this when it was created, I was voting against it. I was like, why are we making this channel? It's pretty stupid. We can literally just talk about general stuff in general, which is
Kind of
like
like the candy corn stands.
basically. And then we just started talking about it.
No, dude, it was. I mean, that's like I love that one because playing playing games with all you guys, it's a fun time, and we all know each other pretty well now.
Yeah,
So it's like I was saying that I think I saw this Packman because we get a bunch of dubs in our games, right?
yeah.
And I'm like, hey, we have like good chemistry. Like, we call out, we know each other, like what we do.
And it's
We
only a matter of time before you guys become absolutely insane in the game. We just keep dominating. I'm not the one getting 15 kills in the game. I'll be getting like 2, and you guys are getting like 20.
dude, we're already we win. You know, we win.
Oh no,
That's what matters.
that's the goal, winning. Yeah.
Yeah, of course, not having fun, but no, yeah, it's a good time, and yeah, I'm happy we have the server. Like, I wasn't really much of a Discord user,
Yeah.
so I was kind of like in a whole new world. I was like, wait, what? Like, what's this? Like, how come they all have hashtags before the things? Like, I don't know what I'm doing, and so to get to where we are now, I mean, I at least know how to type in gaming, which is a huge step forward.
Yeah.
But like, we've come a long way. And it's a fun thing. I like what we have. I mean, I thought it'd be cool to make so we have a place to do what we do, talk, sell. I don't know, talk
Yeah.
about different things, game.
I still think we should like go to like back to the old. Like I have no say, but I'm making a suggestion here. We should go back to the old format. It was so simple. Everything. I mean, I'm not talking about rules, but if we want to like, if you mean like rules, then I don't know. There was like 5 channels. Everything was so like civilized, organized. That was like 50 channels. There's like trade nights and like sales, which aren't bad. I think that's still good. Like all the selling stuff is like better than eBay, so it's worth it. But I don't know. There's a bunch of like things like I've made a comment. I told you about the comment that I made before we started in suggestions recommendations. I was like, I don't know why I even bother, but enforce using the talk channels when talking about certain sports because it got really like it. I don't know why it just pissed me off that like there was just so much football talk in general. Like I could not say something without it being over flooded by like just football talk. And back in the day, dude, people would like talk on the respect channels. People would talk football and football talk. But now it's not the same. Like everyone's like, football season started. We're gonna start. We're gonna talk here. Like general isn't general, and that's the problem with general. Everyone like back then used to say, "Well, it's general chat. I can talk about anything in general, right?
That's
It's
shit. It's general.
And it's like, yeah, but it's also like no. And I don't know. I don't think Cleo would be up to. I don't think Cleo would ever be up to like changing back to the old format. But you said you would. You said
Old
you would
format.
like. You said you would like put like the same roles and all that kind of stuff. I think it would be a good idea. It's much simple.
Some old things. Problem is like, it's like problem is not a problem because the problem is like a bunch of people, most people will understand it, but because we only have like a select, like the most active people are right.
Yeah.
Yeah, those people they will hopefully get it. I liked it. It was fun the way it was, but like, I like what way it is now. Like, you have place to talk about certain things. Obviously, some utilize more, some less. I definitely confuses me sometimes. There's so many different things. I'm scrolling looking for something, and like just millions of like things just lined up. But I use gaming the most. I can at least find that one, and then general like obviously right above it. So like it's not too hard to navigate, but especially like there's a period of time where I wasn't on as much, and then I was looking for something. He'd be, oh, it's in here. I'm like, scrolling for like 30 seconds. Okay, there it is.
Yeah.
And now I find it. But like right now, I'm scrolling through it, and I see like a million things, but they all have their purpose. So it's nice to see.
Yeah. Being staff like before now was like such a different experience. It was so like hard. Like I don't think they understand how easy they have. Like in the chat, there would always be someone saying "fuck you" or something like that, or they're just like just randomly blurring something out. And there was no bots. Like I'm talking about before the bots.
Yeah.
It was so annoying. Like I had to deal with so many. Like you remember Worldwide? You remember that guy?
Yes.
Yes, you do remember me. So he does ring a bell. Okay. Yeah, he was one of those guys like, can I please get on? Please, please, please. And he was like, he just kept asking. He made a group, and he was like, yeah, guys, can you get on? And eventually he became racist, and the chat were like, yeah, you're not mod. You're just getting banned straight up. and
No, yeah.
that was like every other day too. It wasn't because now it's so civilized. Like if we have a cursing filter, which I think is unfair, unless it's some words like the FA word, that's fair. The N word, that's fair. But like, I mean, saying fuck is like harmless, but I guess it's also a thing where younger collectors. But I also don't understand that because it's 13 plus. Like 13 plus people should be able to like handle the word fuck in like a online social media thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think it's like the big like everyone like curses, right? That's the
Yeah,
reality of just like most people do. Obviously, you want to kind of there's some younger people you want to kind of shield that from. But also just like there's the kind of just the general talk, right? If I'm just saying something, oh, like blah 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 blah, blah, and I just drop like some random word, right?
yeah,
But then a lot of times that'll also be used in like escalation of fights when people are trying to
that's
say
true.
offensive things, they'll say that, and so like you got to kind of say, do I want to get rid of this altogether and avoid that, right? Or do I want to allow it? Because for the most part, usually it's just like a harmless sentence, like, this is like, blank, 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 say whatever you want to say. That's
Yeah,
usually harmless. But for those cases where it's not, like we like, obviously, like we had tons of problems, more good than bad, but obviously there's a bunch of things that come up in the server.
yeah,
And sometimes it's like a good thing we had those things.
yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, so there's the pros, there's the cons. But I think for the most part, like we're able to say what we want to say, even with that there. The fact that we have it now show that it's fine.
Yeah,
But and we have the voice chats too. It's not like people, that's really not like moderated too hard. You can say what you want, just keep it respectful. But
yeah,
I think we're pretty good. I like it for the most part. I mean, yeah, it is 13 plus, but I mean, there's always people who are like, I'm sure there's ones we haven't caught yet, but when we try to catch them, we definitely take care of it. But yeah, that's just kind of the nature of it. So you got to kind of pick your poison.
like and to keep it like to keep like the service so organized, I think we should do a little bit of a pruning, like because
Pruning.
yeah, because there's so many channels that are just not used, like product releases, like that's just talked about from like other stuff. It's used, but no one actually talks about product releases. It's like once every like blue moon, and like what's another good one? I'm trying to find
What
like
about hmm? What about candy corn?
we should make a whole chat about candy corn.
It just cuts a bunch of nose.
I'm not saying this to be rude to hockey fans, but
Dude.
but hockey is not used, dude. It's used like once every day, like at 8:30. Look
I
at
was looking
this.
at that one right now. It went quiet for over a week.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. That needs to be pruned. Obviously, baseball, basketball,
But
football are
it's
the
there for
dominant
when you do need
sports.
it, though.
Yeah, but at that point, like I don't know. I do think filtering like out basketball to football channels is like so much easier, but I don't know. Like there's so many like extra. Here's a good way to put it: extracurricular things on the server, like PSA submissions. Like there's like gaming, there's trade night. I think those were good additions, but it's just like crowds the entire like shit left side of your screen. It's I don't know. It's a whole thing, and
Yeah, there's so many. I'm looking at them now, but
there's
like
been so many good roles. I got rid of Flipper was one of them.
Flipper. Oh, don't remind me. It breaks
Oh
my heart. Flipper
jeez,
and Super Collector. You know what? We need to bring those back. Like
we do need to bring those back. Like
those,
just
those were iconic. Those were the origin of the server.
yep.
Like
They really
especially
were.
Super Collector. That was important. We once again, like as I was saying earlier, we had problems with it, which is why we got rid of it. But
Yeah.
like if we kind of introduce it in a way that's better, maybe we can kind of get it to stay. But it was fun when you had it.
Yeah.
It was nice. It was like it's nostalgia. It reminds me of the good old days, even though it was only a
Yeah.
year ago. But it was
Yeah.
fun.
Same with like Goat Squad. Like Goat Squad went from being
Goat Squad.
dude, Goat Squad went from being a like a rank thing
Yeah.
to
Then to
a
the
mini
mini mods,
mod. Yeah, it just went everywhere. It was all over the place, and then
and
eventually
then now it's gone.
Cleo's like delete, just straight up. He just
Goat
goes,
Squad. The
it's
poor
out of here.
goats.
Yeah, remember Riffler Boy? You remember Walker? You remember who's another good one? No, those are the only two good ones. Do you remember Riffler Boy at all?
Wait, what's his name?
Riffler Boy.
I'm not sure.
He was like, yo guys, can I please get Gold Squad? Never did anything. Never. Not even one warrant, I don't think.
Okay, so then maybe that's why. I
Yeah.
remember Walker. I definitely remember Walker. I mean,
Yeah. Walker had his own problems though. That
like,
wasn't his fault.
it had its like there were the good like it wasn't useless at the time. It was helpful to have those, and I really appreciate those guys' help. Like
Yeah.
especially I feel like at that time we had a lot more that needed to be modded. Right now, I think that luckily there's very few instances where we have to do something like
Yeah.
that, which is good. But I mean, yeah, at the time it was actually extremely helpful. I remember we were like desperately searching for like more help because we needed to mod these things like badly, and now we expanded more, and it's pretty chill. You know, the most people follow the rules. Every now and then to do something, but not too much going on.
Yeah, and now there's two mod spots. Well, basically two, because Kidders counts. There's two mod spots open, so maybe it may be a little change in pace for the mods.
And all of a sudden, we introduce some nostalgia mods.
Yep. We bring Andrew back. We bring Andrew back out of nowhere. Hey, Andrew, you want mod? Oh, sure. I love mod.
Dude,
Slab.
It's a throwback.
Yeah. Dude.
Slab.
I hate that word.
I mean, right now, I don't think like there's not much to do. So like, we've kind of been laying low. Everyone's just hanging around. But I mean, if we start ramping things up, like when we first made it, I had a bunch of plans I want to do with it. But like, obviously, I can only do so many things. So maybe down the line, I'll start doing some more once I have like more time to do things. And that's where I was like, oh, we would need tons of staff. We would need all these things. That'd be so much time. But right now, we can kind of laying low. So when we need that, we might add more. But as of now, we're fine as it is. Thankfully, like not too many issues. Things are going well.
Yeah.
So thankful for that. But yeah, I'm sure it'll ramp up at some point again. Like we start doing more things, then we'll need it. We'll need again. But right now, all the mods do a great job, and thankfully, there's not too many problems going on.
Yeah, that's true. It's been very chill right now. But
we just game and talk about like cards and sports now, which is exactly what I wanted it to be. Just a place to hang out. It's like a little club to talk about sports, right?
Yeah.
Talk about cards.
It's
just kind of hang out.
Intended to be.
That was my main intention. I wanted just to have a place, like a little forum where we can just talk about stuff.
And surprisingly, cardboard made so many arguments in other situations. It doesn't really make sense.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, wait, at the end of the day, like, who cares? I mean, it's like we're just here, collecting cardboard, just having fun. Like, no reason to get so upset. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes we have those things. Sometimes we don't. It's like I don't know how it starts. At the end of the day, I just think it's not a huge deal, and then sometimes it happens. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
But thankfully, it's never had some crazy, terrible thing happen. Like usually, it's pretty quick. But such is nature. I don't think that's card. I think that's more so just life.
Yeah, that's just normal. That's a normal thing to do. Arguments. But
yeah, exactly.
Anyway, this has been a pretty long episode. 42 minutes. This was longer than Chaos's.
Is it really? It's like 40 minutes.
Yeah, but anyway, that was a good talk. I think that went pretty well. What do you think?
Yeah, I was enjoying. I mean, it just feels like another day in Discord. We're always just talking about stuff regardless. So it's not
natural.
Like, exactly. That's the perfect word. It's just natural. It's like we already do this to begin with. Like I'll probably hop in chit chat after this, and we'll just do this more of the same.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was always a pleasure, especially since it went super viral. Yeah. The whole world heard about it. I mean, it's just a blessing to be here.
Won't live up to the hype as the first episode. For sure.
I mean, the pilot episode was an absolute banger. That thing went off the rails.
Yeah.
I think it's number one on trending. So, you know what? I'm happy to be in the wake of such a legendary episode.
Number 2, we're officially upgrading. I mean, downgrading, but as it goes.
But at number 3, you get JJ Redick.
Yeah, exactly. I'll put JJ Redick on the pod immediately. You got this whole backdrop. It's already mesmerizing it.
What if he says, I'll come on yours, but you have to come on mine?
Yes, that would be perfect for
me. No, my podcast was going more viral.
No, he knows how to talk. He talks about like more like adult things. I don't think he would he'd be like, so how's wine? I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't drink wine.
What?
Yeah. But anyway, you knew I was going to drop this on you, and I think you expected this. You should have wrote this down at some point, but lead out the outro.
The outro. Oh wait, me?
Yes, you.
Oh, okay. Well, guys, it's been a fun time. If you're still with us, thank you very much. And if you're watching this episode, thank you as always. However, it's now over, and we are signing off. Until next time.
Peace.